Hello, how you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a pleasant holiday weekend. Well, I haven't done a live video like this in a while. Been just doing shorts because it's just taking a break because sometimes videos can be kind of long. But just in case for those who want to entertain, I'm gonna start off with with some American black women, and I'm gonna show you their display. Let's talk about this one particular well-known woman on been on the internet for years. I'm gonna do a little bit on CynG.
How old is she? I don't know. White supremacy, they being in proximity to black men. Because how are black men out here constantly screaming about white supremacists and the boogeyman, but you go tagging and ridiculing and putting propaganda against your group of women more than I've seen no black female directed propaganda that white supremacists came out with. Please find this out. Please find me the propaganda, some recent propaganda that white supremacists put out about any black woman. I want to see it. Because y'all not going to tell me that Donald Trump Time magazine cover is worse than that raggedy ass meme that black men done made about a black woman. So when I say that black men are worse than white supremacists, I don't give a damn who gets mad or who cries. Because the proof is in the reality and the pudding. It's in the pudding. Yeah, you should just never date the son of a bandit. I mean, this is the son of a bandit, so I don't know why everybody's surprised. I know one of Becky's sons when I see him. And that's why even with that alleged shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, like, my radar immediately said this looked like one of Becky's sons. Biracial or not, it looks like one of Becky's sons. And lo and behold, it is one of Becky's sons. So let's see what Dusty Stephen A. Smith got to say while he's over here doing celebrity gossip content when he needs to be in the Supreme Court trying to get those rights back.
She all over the place. So now Clay Thompson is Becky's son, but he's still a black man. She just Becky's boy, but he's a black man. He evil, and it's like it's just bad for a woman who allegedly got a black son herself. You know, nobody has fully confirmed it, but I've heard the stories about her driving hours, like 4 hours, to get knocked up by a man that had like 5 baby mamas. It's a nightmare of a story. All right, she gotta eat it.
That explains it all. Okay. I'm like, where's this level of hurt coming from? This is the devil may cry levels of hurt and pain. That'll do it. She can't get those memories out of her mind. Oh, she got all dolled up, shaved her cuticata to a turtle wax shine, and driving on that highway in that Nissan Altima 4 or 5 hours. And she can't get that out of her head. She was all excited, listening to Britney Spears and ish. It was all a dream.
Yeah, that's the origin story along with, I think she hated her daddy and some more stuff. So it's rooted in a lot of trauma.
Because then they say they the fighters and the warriors of the community. You being a fighter of Megan's body count and other black women's weave does not make a warrior. It just doesn't. Because this is what you're doing. You spend half the time battling black women's weave and half the time talking about the body count of a woman that you wouldn't even get close enough to sniff her panties. Just dumb. Y'all know this woman don't like you. You know she don't care about you. She ain't gonna date none of y'all. It ain't one matter. Like, you calling her a hoe, but you can't get her. She a hoe that you don't have access to. That's why you mad. You mad because you're too low tier for a woman that you think is a hoe? Because when Kanye decided to marry a hoe, y'all said he upgraded. That's what y'all said.
Oh, I can't stand to hear that woman's voice. So this is people with her mindset. Why some women have this mindset about black men, but yet here's the problem. Watch this one video. Black women go to a country because because the men can do it. Some of them have, and look, they get rejected overseas.
Black American men in Thailand. I have never seen so much disdain and dislike for black women than I have in the past few months living here. I've been living in Thailand for 14 years since I was 16 years old, so you know I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, this is not all black American men, okay? I have a lot of black male friends in Thailand. posted a YouTube video, and my face was on the video, y'all. All of my friends' videos from TikTok and YouTube on this video as well. This video was titled "Black Women Blame Black Men for Being Single." How are you going to essentially attack or call out women for sharing their experiences? It's hard for us dating in Thailand. Why are we penalized for that? Like, what? And I won't even say that it's just black women, because I've heard from other foreign women as well that it's hard for them to date too. I watched a bit of the video, but I didn't want to watch the full thing because I'm not helping that man's algorithm, and neither should you. His video comment section was going off. Like, it brought out all the passport bros. And the one thing I gotta say is, y'all need to be better.
Y'all need to be better. What is up, dudes? It's your boy Andy Matrix, the culture nomad, and today we're talking about, I guess, a bit of a sensitive topic. Black women going to Thailand to find black American man? Did you just go to America? What are you doing in Thailand? Okay, so let's get the elephant out of the room, man. The reason why the passport bros exist is because they got sick and tired of, American women, feminism, yada, yada, yada. It's hard to date in America. People are different in America. You guys probably already know the story. As a result, all the nonsense in America created the passport bros. The passport bros was like, you know what? It sucks here. We're gonna go somewhere else, and where we are treated better. And guess what? That's exactly what they did. And for the last 15 years, that's when the term passport bro was created, right? For the last 15 years, since 2015 is really when I really started to see it on social media, especially on YouTube. But look, the passport bros exist because they're trying to get away from Western women. So if you're trying to get a black man in Thailand, it's not gonna work because they're not there for you. They're there for Thai women. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and let's keep watching.
I just want to ask, because I can see this, what dating is like in Bangkok right now. Hey, let me tell y'all something. Dating in Bangkok, dating in Thailand, this was not planned. Baby, I'm having an Asian baby. She's having a baby. I'm not going to lie, I was having fun at first. Dating overseas and abroad, it be lit. It's so many flavors. I ain't gonna say too much. Don't get too caught up. Don't get too wrapped up. Okay. But for real, as a woman, you just want to explore, especially just coming overseas and just being treated differently. Meet somebody super dope, and then they gonna be here for a couple of days, and you be like, damn, where you going, husband? I'ma just say this too, y'all. A man is gonna be a man. Don't think you gonna come overseas and he gonna be acting right because you overseas. Like, I recommend it. I don't want to say I don't recommend, because I recommend everyone experience and explore. Settle down, have fun. Yeah, have fun, okay?
Okay, so we don't know if she's married. We don't know if it was with she said it was an Asian baby, so I'm guessing she was marrying a Thai man, an Asian man. But she's still recommending to hook up. Oh, boy. Okay. Anyways, let's keep moving.
I love black men. Okay, so I used to say, Joy has some experience then. Girl. Okay, so. And how long have you been living in Thailand? Almost 14 years. Do you date? I do. You do? Okay. The men that come out here, they're looking for something else. They're not looking for a wife. They're looking for fun. If you're looking for a serious relationship, maybe not. But if you're looking for a good time, somebody to hang out with.
Yeah, the men are there for Thai women. There's dudes that get married over there, they actually do get married over there. It's just that they're looking for Asian women.
Yes,
Dating in Thailand. Let's discuss.
I want to do a quick little
Let's hear it.
Question. What does it mean when men who have the license to love you chooses not to? Hear me out.
What?
Living in Asia, dating for black women feels almost non-existent. You're usually mostly
Really?
fetishized in my experience. Per the stories I've heard, I've not actively been dating out here. But the reality is you're living in Asia, and with most Eastern cultures outside of the West, outside of the US, Canada, a lot of these people date based on family connections and stuff, or family preferences.
Yeah.
And so there seems to me in my mind like a barrier to being able to date whoever you're attracted to and connect with. And so, like, my experience when it comes to seeing black men here is that although they have the license to, they generally are not interested in you. So what does it mean when the men who have no barrier to the love don't pick you? Pretty dark stuff, I know, but it was just kind of like, I had a thought yesterday a little bit, and then this morning was really hard hitting. Like, what does that mean?
It means that they are not there for you. That's what that means.
Yes.
Like when people go to Japan, they want to experience Japanese things, so they're not exactly thinking about, where they come from, right? There's a reason why they leave.
Yes.
And to move to Thailand is because I keep repeating myself, but like, I don't think this is difficult to figure out. It's not difficult to figure out. I feel like they're kind of like denying it, they're like denying it. It's not difficult to figure out. Come on, man. Come on.
Welcome, guys. So here we have Joy. Joy has been living in Thailand for 14 years. Now, Joy, I want to know, do you date in Thailand? I have dated in Thailand. And what has your experience been? Girl. Okay, so it's been like a mixture of like good and bad moments. Is this black men, Thai men? Black men. She dates black men in Thailand. Yeah. So because I only date black men, the only men I typically see are African men, and it's difficult dating them just because we have different cultures.
Okay, time out. Wait a minute. Okay, so she's a black woman in Thailand looking for black men. Why doesn't she just date the Asian men in Thailand? Does she not like them? You're a woman, go and date the Asian men. Go date the men that are of the country that you're living in. She says that this we've been seeing this. The last two videos have been of this girl. She's been in Thailand for 14 years. 14 years. So, headache.
Communication is hard. Communication with a man, period, is hard, okay? But now I'm communicating with a man from a different culture. It's a whole different topic. And then you can see in black African-American men here, they don't really check for us like that. There are some that,
They're not really checking because they're too busy dating the Thai girls. That's why they're there.
Yeah.
appreciate us, appreciate us. But overall, they are into interracial dating. They come out.
They're into interracial dating. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you're in another country.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So I kind of want to get on here and talk about dating in Thailand. Because honestly, when I tell people I live in Thailand, that'd be their first question. Like, oh, you live in Thailand and you're black and you're a woman. How's that going? So where should we even start? I would say that first of all, I see men at their worst over here. That's like the end all be all. I see men at their worst. They're over here on vacation and they're doing things that they don't want anyone else to know about and they don't want to be shamed for. And the things that they be doing over here, they would not get shamed for. So, I see them being their biggest sluts bags possible, right? And most...
but you still want them. But you still really want them, and you don't even try dating the Asian guys.
of the time, the guys that are coming over here and like going buck wild like that are men that have like never been told that they were handsome in their entire life, and they're most of the time they're like bottom of the barrel ass niggas from wherever they're from. Most of the time, I'm not gonna capture you. Now you will meet the occasional like guy on a guy's trip tried dating out here. Also, I don't discriminate because I've dated probably just about every race, but I do have a preference, and my preferences out here they're all African. I like African men until I don't. The ones straight from the motherland, they're gonna make me catch a case. Oh no. So we're left with pretty much nothing. So
Pretty much nothing.
Well, these women, man, you see, you can't they're not happy, and so black men ain't crap. Black men, she telling all their business, but yet I've seen black men on different channels with Thai women. Some of them are practically engaged. Let's go with another one.
It's funny because me and my shit talking ass, I went straight to the comment section. Because I'm like, no one cares about your Somalian straight hair or the fillers you don't have to have. Just go clean your country. And she goes, well, at least I have a country to call my own. I said, well, go back to that dirty motherfucker then. What is the dig at black Americans? You don't think the United States of America is our country? This is where we're from, you fucking dummy. I would expect you to know that. But if it wasn't for the US of A, you wouldn't be able to wash your Somalian hair because Mogadishu Boo Boo Doo Doo don't have running water now, does it? Don't be mad at me that whole lineage came here on a fucking pirate ship. Bitch, this is rice without the fucking banana. Let me say something before I go to bed. As a foundational black American, I am...
Warning, please take note of the disclaimer as it is the premise of this video. The video seeks to examine bad actors and the harm they do to the black community because researching a woman's background is frowned upon. This video exposes why research is an important tool to save yourself. Once a divester, always a divester. People don't change, they get humbled. This is a 50-year-old woman with a history of hating black men. Although she has black male sons, don't let her aligning with your beliefs politically and socially lead you to believing she is one of the good ones. She was clearly jealous of that Somali girl because she is younger, wears her real hair, and is thin. This big back divester thinks that by being a Republican, which people can do what they want to do, but by aligning with the Republican Party and ADOS, it makes her look better in the eyes of white men. What I am telling you is, don't ever forget who these women really are. The clips of her in the black wigs and weaves are of her when he was in her 40s, prior to her using ADOS. Just pay attention.
because in my almost 20 years as a nurse, the most bitter, angry, nasty, rude patients are middle-aged to old black men, black men, black men.
A lot of them never took care of their kids, so they end up getting real sick, stroke, heart attacks, or whatever, and they can't function. So they had to go to nursing homes because they didn't do right.
And like the number one entity in nursing homes, if they know how to vet their partner, you know what I mean? And they know, I'm just trying to find the correlation between the statistics, you know, because I'm not going based off the men I know. Yeah, like black men, and men in general are like, in nursing homes, you know, lonely at the end of their life. This is a statistic. The reason why I threw that statistic out there is because they're saying that men are, as a general, not just black, white, no matter the race, they are ending up in nursing homes.
Now he's going to debunk what they're saying. Watch this. Watch this.
This is from the website Place of Mom. This is very accurate. It's December 5th, 2023, most recently updated. Average age of nursing home residents aged by percentage and demographic. The majority of residents in nursing homes are women, accounting for 63.3% of the population in 2018, while men make up 36.7%. Nursing home statistics on gender follow U.S. trends as the nationwide population of people 65 and over consists of more women than men. And this is a place for mom. According to our research team's analysis of the latest available data, Of more than 55.8 million elderly adults in the U.S., 65 and older, 1.3 million live in nursing homes, representing 2.3% of the elderly population. 818,000 elderly Americans reside in assisted living facilities. There are currently 55.8 million U.S. adults aged 65 plus. That number is expected to grow to 95 million by 2060. The racial demographics among nursing home residents: 75.6% of nursing home residents are white, non-Hispanic. Only 14.6% of residents are black, non-Hispanic. And then the ratio of men to women in nursing homes increases with age. As residents age, of course, gender ratios shift dramatically, according to the National Library of Medicine. 65 to 74, there's 132 women for every 100 men. 75 to 84, there's 246 women for every man. And 85 plus, 425 women for every 100 men. I mean, the proof is in the pudding in regards to who populates nursing homes the most. Health needs increase with age among nursing home residents, starting with hypertension, 71.5%, and then Alzheimer's, dementias, 47.8%, depression, heart disease, diabetes. And this is according to the CDC's top diagnoses among nursing home residents. So listen to this video. This is the new shaming tactic that black women are using against black men.
These hospitals and these statistics, actually, the nurses will tell you that the people who die alone are men. It's not. I don't care what any.
So does that align with what we just heard and what I just showed you guys in the statistics? Remember, I've been in the healthcare profession for almost 20 years now. This nurse says that she's been a nurse for 20 years. So let's continue.
Nobody has to say about what I'm about to say, because in my almost 20 years as a nurse, the most bitter, angry, nasty, rude patients are middle-aged to old black men that have never been married.
How convenient. How convenient, right? And she said middle-aged black men. How convenient is that, guys? Bitter, never married, she got all this information, they always been her worst patients. How convenient is that? You know what I'm saying? With no statistics, no nothing.
What if employer-sponsored insurance didn't have to be group insurance?
So, you probably wondering, what is the purpose of all this video? It seemed like with some black men, when they see black women, this is what they do behind your back. And they just boldly, they do this stuff. And it really turns some men off. And sometimes some black men don't want to deal with the argument, dealing with the debating, dealing with the shame tactics that some black women do. And CynG is the start of it. And her and she were 7 have pushed more men away from women, and some women are gawping this up. And so, and here's another thing that, and I remember this seeing this years ago. Back when the guy was saying 15 years ago, I seen it when the one guy made about black men going to Brazil. When I saw those black men, what they said in Al Green's video, I knew something. I knew that was about to take off. And then Passport Bros come along, and really, and these women got anxious and they got jealous, and they start ripping down men, saying, "Oh, you going over there and do some uncanny things, and they don't want you. They're gonna take advantage of you. They're gonna take your green card and have you come over here." And it's been a few cases where that happened, but majority of men saying they already knew, they already advised other men, don't bring your wife back here so soon. Some men were saying that, and then there are some men from all walks of life that have some bad experience with some women. Like they've done anywhere else. It depends on the woman that you meet. So I heard men give other men advice about take your time when you're meeting somebody once you get over there. But the black men that I seen, one channel is called Zoom to Thailand. These brothers had two nice looking Thailand women from Thailand. One looked like she can pass for black. She had a haircut like a black woman and everything. And there's brothers that's in Colombia. There's brothers that's in the Dominican Republic. Hell, there's been a few brothers that been probably been to the continent. I was lucky to find. Again, when it comes to women, you just gotta vet out what type of woman. You just like anywhere else. But what really gets me about some women, American women, and particularly some of our women, they always assume things. They always assume that it's always the worst. And you can tell that they're jealous. You can tell that they wouldn't really respect you. And then when women over there ask what is wrong with your women, that you're a kind, good looking man. What's wrong with you? And the men come back and say the all same thing. I don't measure up to her standards. I don't make a certain amount of money. And then they don't want to cooperate and work together. She wants to be controlled. She wants to be manipulative. She wants to make procrastination, assumptions. This is the reason why some men have gone overseas. And it's something that shows that even the women that think they know it all, that they get any man that they want, certain ones that's in this video, they tell their business too much. What are you doing over there watching what other men do? But yet, some of the men, and there's some men, every man is different. But majority of the men I've seen, they got a girlfriend. They have a girlfriend. They ain't, you might have a few men that kind of mess around, with different women. But overall, I think from what I've seen, and I've been in the men groups, majority have a woman. And I think some black women feel insulted. But these are the same type of women would give them time of day anyway. Because if what they perceive as a black man, a ninja, with toxicity. So they give them that smoke right back. And they want to hide, and sometimes some black men don't want to deal with that. But some black women love that. And who wants, and we told them a long time ago, we don't want to deal with the masculinity spirit. We don't want to deal with that procrastinated, Jezebel, manipulative. And then you're making assumptions. And look at a woman like CynG. She's so bright, so smart, but yet, like the brother said, you picked a man had 5 women. You could, all the black men in America, if you're gonna have a baby with, you can find one black man, even if it was online, but yet she got smoke for these men, these black men, and it's her fault. They don't even want to take accountability like her. What room did she have to talk about men? And she trying to sound so intellectual, but look at her track record. And men have from bigger platforms point this out. What are you to say? And so, a lot of these women who follow CynG, Shira Selwa, and women like that, they're gonna be dead last. And you know what it is? And I always say this from a scripture point of view. If you have a Bible, read Numbers chapter, I think it's 13, and the story about Miriam and Aaron and Moses, right? Who caused the problem in the camp? It was Miriam. Because she didn't want to respect a man's authority that God has given Moses to tell the people. And then she would get added to. Then she picked a woman. He picked a woman of a different tribe. She had attitude about that, and you always know is that she just run her mouth, just like you see women, some women like CynG. They run their mouth until it got so bad. And this is the truth. This is in the Bible that God Himself had to shut her up. That's why He flipped leprosy on her. And when she did that, at the time, leprosy, that means that you're untouchable. That can spread whatever. So they had to put her outside the camp for 7 days. And that's something I don't ever hear the church talk about that, but they don't ever talk about that type of woman. That's the type of woman. You know, she got mad, and that's the same way how some women are, some black women when it comes to. So God laid on your heart to pick a different tribe. Why you gotta pick someone in a different tribe? You're not gonna submit to them. You too busy trying to talk down and belittle them like they're boys. You always make this assumption. Maybe that's why they got tired. They got fed up. These women want a one-sided, always gotta be right, don't take it to no accountability conversation. And it's bad. Because there are some black men that love and want to stick with black women. That's gonna stay faithful. They don't worry about them ones. They worry about the ones that wants to choose to go another way. And then they get all offensive. Well, you that ugly, or you broken, you dusty, anything. Okay. Why does it matter if he's broken, he's ugly, and he's dusty? You don't have no to your standard. Why are you going over to another part of the world trying to talk to them? And let them go find and stop. And there's another thing that gets me. What they do, they like to compare other men to us, right? But with some of them, they think that they're gonna roll dog on them, but there might be some men that ain't gonna take it like a black man do. Some men would, go upside your head. I've heard stories about that with their mouth. I've heard this and from men that's been outside the country. I've never been outside the country. It's just that women like this, that's why majority of them are single. And the majority, you listen to women like that who follow and believe in that, and that kind of mindset, that's why they run the good men away. The men that have it all together, the men that have the income, the men that isn't fit in everything going for themselves. That's why they don't deal with it. That's why they end up lonely when they're in their 60s or their 70s. And they still haven't figured it out. So they end up like Cam and Samuel said, they end up with a cat or a dog for the rest of their life. If they have a child at one time, he or she grown, she's out the house with their own life. It's them. It's their own mouth. And the reason why it's not the men's fault is until they learn to zip it and respect men, maybe some men will come back. And you can't. And then another thing before I leave, stop telling. I wish this takes to all women, Western women. Stop telling men what a man's supposed to do. It is not your place to tell a man what a man is. It take God Himself or a man that's God assigned a man to make him into a man. Take a young man into a man with integrity. But shaming him is not going to do it. Embarrassing him ain't going to do it. Guilt shame him is not going to do it. It hasn't worked. It has backfired. And these women haven't figured it out yet. That's why majority of them roll alone. That's why they have to go down to Jamaica and different places. It's their mouth. Because no other men will put up with that, guys. No other man will put up with that. I've heard this. But the own black American men, who they call the ninja all the time. Could you imagine me with someone like CynG? Seriously. In her mindset, she don't want to act with sense. She's perverted, she's foul, but she act like she come out like she's the smartest thing. But look at her actions. You ain't got no room to say nothing about men. When you didn't make a right decision as a woman, and you would figure as a woman, open up your womb to bring life, you would be kind of selective about that, right? Because to have a baby got to be tremendous pain for a woman. But if I'm gonna at least I would be a smart enough woman. Let me wait till I find somebody I really care about before I give my life to bring a life into the world, instead of blaming men. But you'll settle down with a high energy Pookie and Ray Ray, this who don't give a darn, dump you, look the part, talk the part, dump you and leave. You ain't got time to vet him out to see if he's a productive man. You don't want a productive man. You would drive a productive man crazy. So you end up with the men that you do, and then all of a sudden, all the black men is in the same category. And women like this, and that's why I said women like with a mindset who make videos like this, who follow this trend. That's why they're single, guys. That's why they're single. That's why, and that's something that these women went overseas and they couldn't find. They got to worry about what black men doing. They had a whole black man this, black man ain't got no money, black man is this, but yet you got a whole. Why did you pick out the other men? Why didn't you pick the other men? I guess I prefer, but you prefer, but the one that preferred only wants you, not even in Thailand, because you know what? At least with Thai women, they got a little bit more integrity as a woman. They're educated, they probably got a good job just like you. And like in Colombia, just like you. But you know what they don't do? They will run to the internet like you do, telling all their men's business and all the Thailand, all these men business. Who do you see that the most? Sometimes white women and mostly black women. So when people see that video, when they see it in other countries, what do you think that they're thinking? And they see how the way you act. Did you carry that same mindset over there? You can tell by their personality. What does that tell you? The reason why they can't get no man is because somewhere along life, maybe some woman in their life to teach them how to be a woman. And the only one that can probably give them advice is be a God-sent woman that know how to shush and know when and use your tongue wisely. Therefore, you have the man. All right, then, guys. I don't want to make this loop too long. Take care, be blessed, and man, hey, I don't blame you. Do what you do. Take care. See you on the next video.